Howdy, this is Marisa with Marisa Moments podcast, where I give you my real life stories and their healing translations. So let's just get straight into it. Now, Spirit brought into my recollection, into my awareness, what I always said I wanted to be when I was growing up. And I mean, it wasn't a consistent thing because obviously I had my ballerina moments, I had my firefighter moments, I had all of those different moments, right? But the thing that I had ultimately decided on based off of my own life was I wanted to become a high school guidance counselor. Now, why that? Let me tell you. It was because in my experience, specifically as it related to applying to college, it was a very difficult process for me. Even though I had an older sibling who had already went through the process, I kind of felt like I was going through things blindly as it related to my counselor. I had to track the person down. I had to initiate any type of application process. Any questions that I had, I felt like I was becoming a burden. And, it was a whole ordeal just to try to better myself and start the path towards my future, right? And a possibility of ascension from the place and space where I was currently at, right? And so in my mind, I was like, well, if I'm having this much problem and I'm actually pursuing this person, I could just only imagine the people who have no clue about any of the steps and the procedures and the applications and all of these things, right? So I just felt like this is essentially perpetuating a cycle of sorrow, of inequity, of depletion, of poverty, all of these things. And it was based and rooted on such an important role. And that's how I saw it. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that. And of course, even that morphed over time. I was like, you know what? I want to be a therapist. I just wanted to help people. That was the bottom line behind it. I just wanted to help people because I was basing things off of how I often found myself feeling, right? And I just knew that I wanted to help others so that way they didn't have to experience or feel the things that I felt. And so that was my whole goal and mission. So, eventually I ended up getting a Bachelor of Arts in psychology, right? And I guess when I tell people now, they're like, of course you do. But all of it, nothing had aligned at that time. It was just kind of like, I'm doing this, after a certain point, I was like, oh, I've gone too far to change or change my mind now. Who knows? Maybe I wanted to become an actress, right? I did take an acting class, and I can remember having this one scene where I killed, right? Where I darn near got a standing ovation, at least in my memory. That's what I got. I know I got an A+ on the task, but I don't remember how they responded. I know everybody was giving me props though. But anyway, that's not what this is about. The bottom line to this is the reason Spirit is bringing in my past goals, I guess, or what I just had thought I wanted to become is for me to recognize that I am on that same path. Things might not look exactly like how I thought they would. I'm obviously not a high school guidance counselor. I'm obviously not a therapist. But am I not? Am I? You kind of got to raise your voice several octaves with that and squint your eyes and tilt your head to the side. I hope I'm giving you the proper visual. And then say, aren't I? Aren't I not doing that? And the healing translation behind that is, one, always revisit the past. When you're in your most authentic place and space, right? When you were in almost like a moment of naivety is what I received. And without other people's influence or judgment or anything like that on you to tell you, no, that's not going to happen. Or yes, you definitely should do that. No one else to use their path as something that tells you which direction you need to go, because we're all different, right? So there's that. But then also, too, we have to keep in mind that, yeah, we might make these decisions. We might swear we know where our path is going to lead, but it might just be adjacent to it. It might just run alongside. It might just be a mirror image. It might just be something that is caught in the wind of what you were thinking. So if I were to be so staunch and stubborn about, okay, either one, getting down on myself for not actually pursuing it fully, or two, just, I don't know what two was, but let's just go with one. If I were to get down on myself, then I wouldn't free myself to be the person that I am today. I wouldn't be able to acknowledge the fact that I am essentially doing the same thing. I am helping others, And it doesn't have to look exactly like my situation and circumstance, obviously. Everyone has their own goals. Everyone has their own visions, dreams, desires, all of those things. But, sorry, I'm putting on face lotion, so that's why I sound a little funny right now. But we just have to put the desire out there, or allow the vision to come is more likely, because, yeah, you just have to allow yourself the space to have that vision come. And then just like they say with manifestations, is like you put that thought out there and then you let it go. And then the way it comes back to you is not necessarily going to look like the way that you thought or the way that you thought. So that's it. Release, think, and then release it and allow it to happen. Don't force anything. And that's it. So if this message resonates, then that means it's for you. And if not, that's cool too. Just keep it pushing. Either way, I thank you for listening, and I wish you the very best day ever. Until next time, you know the vibes. Peace. And by the way, don't forget to check me out on all of social media. I'm basically everywhere you probably shouldn't be. But when you look me up, don't forget it's Marisa Moments, and that's Marisa with one S, because there is only one me. And when spirit moves you, because I know they will, if this message resonates or any others resonate and they help you along your path or journey, consider contributing to the cause, because essentially my mission is to heal others as I heal. And the more we can expand, the greater our reach. So anything is a help, and everything is received with gratitude and appreciation. I'll put all the information in the description, so click the link and contribute what you can. And that's it. So until next time, happy healing.